Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new, welcome. My name is Amanda and I do videos about pretty much everything, so feel free to hit that subscribe button if you have not already. Today I want to talk about my July expenses and what I spent my money on. So if you are interested in seeing what my July looked like in terms of spending money, then continue to keep watching. July was another not so great month at all. Again, if you have been watching my videos, I have stayed around $600 a month in the past when it comes to expenses outside of paying rent or groceries, because we still live at home, so we don't really have to pay for things like that. Last month, if you watched my June expenses video, you'll know that I spent around $1,400. And the same thing happened again for July. I don't even know if I can justify it. So for transportation, I typically spend between $2 to $2.50 on like gas and toll. So it came out to about $200 for that month. Groceries, I actually spent a little bit of money on like random groceries here and there. So I spent about $100 on groceries, and that's not even like regular groceries. That's just like snacks and stuff. And then I actually decided to buy Kurt some books that were really expensive. They're like limited edition books and they came out to about $240. That kind of goes toward my gifts expense category, so I'll just kind of say that. I also had a lot of eating out expenses. So one of our meals was Korean barbecue, and you know that Korean barbecue costs a ton in terms of food. For things like that, like when it comes to meals with like family or friends, I feel like in the moment, if I feel like paying for it, I will pay for it. Like, I don't mind. We went to Korean barbecue with some family, and it was basically my dad and some cousins, and I felt like paying. I know it's not necessary, but sometimes in the moment when it comes to eating out with family, I just feel like in the moment, if I feel like paying, then I'll pay regardless of how much it costs. I mean, it's not like you go out to dinner with them all the time or like go to expensive restaurants all the time anyway. So I feel like as one of the older cousins, and you know, my dad always pays for dinners typically anyway, I just feel like it's okay to pay it forward or, you know, pay it back sometimes. So I don't regret it. But yeah, Korean barbecue alone, that was about $160. And then we actually just kind of ate out a lot to go out for date nights and stuff like that. So my total expense for eating out for all of July, which doesn't even include what Kurt paid for, was about $330. So it was a little on the higher end last month. Subscriptions are the typical like $15, $16. I tend to round it to like 15, although it's like closer to 16 just because I like the evening out of the expense numbers. So that's why I might put it as 15. And then miscellaneous items, like we tried out SoulCycle class, and then also had to buy a few random things like more poop bags for Kona, and I wanted to try a CBD product, so you know, just random things like that. And I spent about $45 on miscellaneous items last month. And then shopping was the big one basically for last month. So if you know, July is like kind of like Christmas because there's Amazon Prime Day and there's the Nordstrom anniversary sale. So I didn't actually get anything for the Amazon Prime Day because I just like didn't really see anything that I really needed right now. But the Nordstrom anniversary sale is totally different story. For the Nordstrom anniversary sale, I spent over $1,000, but I returned a ton of things. When I subtracted what I returned, because I returned it in the same month, I basically spent closer to $490. That also includes me gifting some expensive items to my mom and my future mother-in-law. So also again, stuff like that, like sometimes I just like treating family members, especially if they're like my moms. I'm not gonna feel bad about that. I think they deserve things like that randomly, so I'm not, you know, I'm not asking that they pay me back or anything like that, but that's why that is so high. So I probably spent close to 300 something on myself. And the reason why I justify it is I'll only buy things that I can use, like, you know, like timeless pieces that I can wear for years to come. And so it'll be like basics, or it'll just be things that I can wear over and over again. But also I feel like the Nordstrom sale is also very good for people who live in the Bay Area, especially San Francisco, because it's geared toward like fall type of items, and it's always cold in San Francisco area. So yeah, I always seem to wear those types of things from the Nordstrom anniversary sale. I think that pretty much brings us to the total of $1,400. And yeah, we did go out a lot more last month, either for my birthday or just for date nights, just because I feel like we needed that time to reconnect and just have fun and, you know, try new things to eat. So I think that's why we did end up spending a little bit more last month, but I'm hoping that August is better, and that I can report back that I spent less for August. I hope you enjoyed these videos. Please give it a like if you enjoy seeing what I spend my money on every month. And again, this doesn't include any rent or groceries because we live with our parents. I hope you still find this helpful, and that it's just crazy that I can spend like $1,400 and it doesn't really feel like I'm spending a whole lot of money. So anyway, I hope this video helped you. I hope to see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching.